Gregory Keene turns another page of the Dossier on Dumetrius.
Eddie Bergner disappeared from the entrance to her block of flats at something after 2 o'clock in the morning. And 12 hours later, we still hadn't the slightest idea what had become of her. But in desperation, I'd been hunting about for Paul Bonnet, and I finally ran him to earth at the hospital with Peter Ridgway. Margaret Ridgway had vowed and declared that neither Digby Mitchell nor Paul Bonnet had had anything to do with Haydie's disappearance. I was prepared to believe her about Mitchell, but not about Bonnet. But then at the hospital, I played a hunch. Silly thing to do generally, but this time it came off. I asked Bonnet if he'd ever heard of a man called Max Rubinstein. He hadn't, but he recognized a picture of Rubinstein as that of a Nazi informer and traitor named Reuben Janus. And what with other things he told me about this Janus, it looked very much as though our friend Rubinstein was the man who was holding the Gestapo plunder Dumetrius had come to London to get. We acted at once. Cut, Bonnet and I headed for the Rubinstein Galleries in Old Bond Street. Now listen, both of you. Rubinstein knows me, but not you two. I'll ask to see him, and you two keep in the background. He's still a French citizen, of course, and we may be making a mistake, so we'll have to tread gently. But if he's really this character Janus, there may be some action. This is the galleries on our left. Turn round and park as close as you can.
You're very good at your own particular job, Yachty. I'm perfectly happy to concede you that, but of brains, my dear fellow, you have none. Do you actually think Max Rubinstein is falling in with our scheme?
He's bringing the money and the jewels here last night, isn't he?
Yes, and very trusting of him.
I don't understand these things. He thinks we kill Nick Gassner and leaves the body to be Rubinstein's in burning car.
I find it helpful to put myself in other people's positions. Do you know what I'd do in Rubinstein's place, Yachty?
No one ever knows what you do, Dumetrius.
Then let me enlighten you. I propose to take into account every possible move Max Rubinstein might make to turn the tables on us. We're robbing him of £500,000, he thinks. And the man who is capable of getting that Gestapo plunder in the first place isn't going to turn round and hand over half of it to the first person who asks him kindly. So tonight, Yachty, when we leave with Rubinstein and Gassner, I'm afraid you will be having a very uncomfortable ride.
How is that?
Because Rubinstein will be unaware of your presence. You will be in the trunk of Rudolf Buchmann's car.
I am riding to the quarry in Norfolk in the trunk of Buchmann's car.
Yes, Yachty. It's a big trunk. We'll make you as happy as we can.
But why? Why don't I ride in the car with you and Nick Gassner?
Because, you fool, if Rubinstein has the sense of a Mongolian idiot, he'll have someone there waiting for us. He'll wait till we've soaked the car with petrol and pushed it over the quarry with Gassner's body in it. Then he'll signal his confederate, whose job will be to kill us, so that Rubinstein will be free to come back here and take the money and jewels. And in safety, Yachty, in safety. Because we will have provided Rubinstein with a body to be taken as his own.
Yeah, I see that.
So now you know why he will ride in the trunk. What we have actually in store for Rubinstein tonight, only you and I know. Yes? Yes, speaking. What's that, Rubinstein? Keene, Cuts and... What, have they seen you yet? Well, get out of the galleries somehow and come straight here. Yes, don't whatever you do let Keene get hold of you. We're acting tonight, you fool, and we can be on the high seas by tomorrow. Yes, you must come here at once.
That was Rubinstein?
Yes. Keene's at the galleries now, where the man Rubinstein says may know him as Reuben Janus.
I don't like this, Dumetrius.
No. We must make no mistakes tonight, Yachty. This is what we came for. We've overcome every difficulty so far, and we mustn't fail tonight.
We don't fail tonight.
No. But I want Haydie here. Where in the world has she got to? She knows how to get rid of people. She could have gone to that dressmaker's of hers. Not again. Hello. This is for you.
Yeah? Yeah? Franz Werfel? Where is he getting this? And him? Where is he getting it then? Yeah? Justus Manningley. I know Justus Manningley. Yeah, stay there, Franz. We may be needing you.
What is it?
Maybe we're not on the high seas tomorrow, Dumetrius. Me, I'm not having any brains, Nine. I'm telling you many times, I'm telling you, watch out for Hades.
What is it, you fool? What is it?
Katz. It's a message from Katz. He's taken Hedy away from Major Keen. She's hidden, and she doesn't go till she talks, or we come and get her. How do you like that, Dumetrius?
So, he wants us to come and get her, does he? We can be forced into the open so easily, he thinks. Hedy won't talk, Yachty, have no fear of that. But what a pity, we'll have to leave her behind. It really is a terrible pity.
Well, Major Keen again. You must have taken quite a liking to this hospital.
They seem to have done rather well for you, Ridgway. When did they let you get up and dressed?
Today, for the first time. I feel jolly good, I can tell you.
Mind if I sit down?
No, do, by all means.
Look here, Ridgway. I just come from the Rubinstein Galleries. I went there to see Max Rubinstein, and the chap wasn't there. But from what Paul Bonnet told me earlier today, we might be able to get at Dumetrius through the fellow. And it sounds so good, I don't want anything to go wrong with it.
Oh, why come to me?
You see, if we fall down with Rubinstein, I don't know where we'll go next. And I have a feeling that time's running out. I want you to tell me something honest.
Well, don't go round and round, Keen. Come out with it.
I know how you and Mitchell and your sister Margaret stand about Hedy Bergner.
Well, shouldn't I? I almost lost my life because they thought I could persuade you to see through her. What else did they knife me for?
Oh, look, old man, I haven't time to start running round and round that particular squirrel cage with you again. I just want to know. Have you or Mitchell or Bonnet anything to do with her disappearance?
No, Keen.
Could Bonnet have taken her without your knowing?
Well, I can't answer for Bonnet. I'd say no, definitely.
Look, I'm up against it, Ridgway. I'm at the end of my rope.
God help you when you come to your senses, Keen.
You definitely don't know a thing about her whereabouts.
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, if only there was some rhyme or reason to it. If only I could see a little light somewhere.
You've always professed to believe that Dumetrius tried to kill her, or have her killed, that night a car nearly ran her down. Why shouldn't Dumetrius have grabbed her this time?
The fellows who were watching her said it was impossible. Whoever she went with, she went willingly. She walked into the flats, but we know she couldn't even have stepped into the lift. Oh, I won't give you the details, but there were people about. And all we know is that Hedy walked into the block, didn't go upstairs, and about a minute later, 2 men walked out. One a good deal shorter than the other. Now, you explain it. Where is she, and where did she go?
Yeah, it's way over my head, Keen. If you were overboard for anyone but that girl, I'd have all the sympathy in the world foiled.
Ridgway.
Yes?
You'd better be telling the truth, old chap.
Why shouldn't I be telling the truth?
Oh, I can think of reasons. That knife in your back, for one. But don't make any mistake. If anything happens to Hedy and you've been a party to it, you'd better watch. This has become a personal thing, Ridgway.
As though I couldn't see it. No, look, no hard feelings, for heaven's sake. Why don't you go and talk to Margaret? Might get your mind off this business for an hour or two.
The only person I want to talk to is the one who kidnapped Hedy Bergner. And sooner or later I will. Well, cheerio, old chap. I'll be seeing you again.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone quite so desperately wrapped up. And just to look at Hedy, you can't blame him. That's what makes it so darned awful. A girl who looks like that, capable of the things she is. I wonder if we could break her down tonight. She thinks I'm dead. And if Bonnie was right and Cutts has grabbed her, yes. Why not? Why not? Hey, sister! Nurse!
Yes?
Nurse Beer, darling. See if you can't get Dr. Marlowe to come and see me for a minute. And while we're waiting, you can get some of my things out of that wardrobe. Much as I hate to say it, pretty well, I'm getting rather tired of your lovely hospital. You're quite right. I'm going out.
Before you go, Mr. Ridgway...
Look, Cutts, don't argue. It might give her such a shock she'll drop everything. I've wangled my way out of the hospital. I've lied myself blue in the face to your Major Keen. Doing this thing, you're in pretty deep water yourself. And you have to remember that she's perfectly certain I've been dead for weeks. Now, have you got that recorder thing switched on so we can get every word she says?
Uh-huh.
Well, keep your fingers crossed. Here comes a ghost to have a word with Miss Haiti Bergner.
Is that you again, Katz? Oh, how long does this business go on? And for heaven's sake, switch on the light. Katz? Who's that standing there? I can see you in the doorway.
It's not Katz this time, Haiti.
Who is it?
Would you really like to see me?
Oh, who is it? Switch on the light.
Well, all right. Yes, darling, it's me, Peter Ridgway.
Haiti had been in the attic of Tommy Cutt's house for about 24 hours when Ridgway walked in, and to her, he was a ghost. Yes, looking back on it now, it's almost unbelievable that things turned out the way they did. But that was because Dumetrius and Rubinstein and Cutts and Ridgway, yes, and me too, everyone was against everyone else. But they all had good reason for it. All of them but me. And I'm the man who sits now in the silent room.
Demetrius regains control of the situation in the next suspenseful chapter of Dossier on Demetrius.